Witam Was bardzo serdecznie w drugim odcinku The Day Before. NgeloQuerro z tej strony. W pierwszym odcinku mieliśmy typowy symulator kolejki, ale powiem Wam szczerze, że wyłapałem idealny moment, aby połączyć się z europejskim serwerem. Mam nadzieję, że tutaj będzie wszystko tak jak należy. Mam niecałą godzinkę na to, żeby tutaj się wbić w progi przed refundem ewentualnym, bo mimo wszystko 185 zł jak za Early Access, jak już wspominałem, to bardzo dużo. Zaraz zobaczymy, jak to będzie w gruncie rzeczy wyglądać. O ile mnie nie wywali, nie? Bo to tak skakało strasznie, były pełne serwery przez minutę, a później nagle wszystkie były na poziomie wysokim. No dobra, jesteśmy w kolonii ocalałych. Są tu jacyś gracze, jak widać, biegają sobie. Na shifcie mamy przyspieszenie, ale się męczymy też. Najpierw wypadałoby tutaj podejść do tego całego naszego kolegi Chrisa. Da się to otworzyć? Nie da się. Chris, gdzie ty jesteś? Powiedz mi, kochany mój. Tam. Poinformować mamy Chrisa o odzyskaniu przytomności. Jest i on.
We all do. Hello, you're the survivor we rescued a couple of days ago, aren't you? We were all praying for your speedy recovery. It's good to see you're okay.
Dziękuję za ratunek.
We always try to help those in trouble. Otherwise, where would we be if we didn't show humanity to each other? Definitely not here. My name is Chris, and I'm in charge of this shelter called Woodbury. Here, we have gathered all the remaining survivors from New Fortune City and the surrounding suburbs. In Woodbury, we all work together towards rebuilding our society, and any help would be greatly appreciated. Each of us would like to live in a better world. A world where our children can play freely on the streets, where we won't have to live every day in uncertainty and fear of death. This
Nie da
dream
się
is what
ukryć.
unites all of us. Get to know the members of our close-knit team to see how everything is organized here. Talk to the weapons trader Edit, the storage keeper Abby, the bartender Rob, and Dr. Leonard. After you're done talking, come back to me, and in the meantime, I'll register you.
No okej, w porządku. Do widzenia. Czyli mamy sobie krajoznawczą tutaj taką zrobić wycieczkę. Okej. Porozmawiać z Edarem. Sir Edar, hehe. Edar jest gdzieś tam i teraz pytanie brzmi, jak my tutaj wejdziemy do niego. Chyba raczej nie tędy. Tutaj jest Edar.
I'll never forget my first encounter with an infected. Greetings, buddy. I see you finally recovered. Let me introduce myself. I'm Eddard, the weapons trader. It was my guys who found you almost dead out there. We don't leave people in distress here in Woodbury. Quite the opposite, actually. Here, I've got something for you.
I gotta say, today was a good day.
Molot Hunter. Moc broni zależy od jej klasy, rodzaju modyfikacji i typu broni. Jeśli trwałość broni spadnie do zera, nie będzie się ona nadawała do użytku i trzeba ją będzie w porę naprawić u handlarza broni.
This is the Molot Hunter, an excellent rifle. Just needs to be assembled at the workbench. Once you assemble it, you can have it for
Need a bigger
yourself.
backpack today.
It's a gift.
No
With
dzięki.
it, you'll have a better chance of making it back home on your own 2 feet, rather than on a stretcher like last time. No need to thank me. The important thing is that you're alive. The rest doesn't matter.
Jacy mili ludzie.
I wish you luck, buddy. If you ever want to buy top-notch weapons and ammunition, or if you want to sell anything you don't need, feel free to come to me.
Mam pytania. O Jezu, opowiedz mi o swoim biznesie.
In these times, a reliable firearm and a handful of bullets are a person's best friends, and venturing outside without them is strongly inadvisable. It's for this very reason that my shop is the most popular in all of Woodbury. If life is precious to you, you'll stock up with me. It's that simple. You don't need to worry about the quality of the gear. I know my business, and I guarantee that my firearms never miss fire. So, buddy, don't you want to get something for yourself before hitting the road?
Na razie nie, ale dziękuję. Skąd tyle wiesz o broni?
I spent my whole life as a cop in New Fortune City. Seen a lot, learned a lot. I've been through hell with all those infected. It was a tough job, but my experience helps me maintain safety and order in Woodbury. Maybe I used to be a cop, but that doesn't matter anymore. There are no more cops out there, just people trying to survive. And I'm one of them. And you too, right, buddy? Are you sure you have everything you need?
Wszystko już mam.
That's good to hear. Feel free to drop by if you need anything.
Czy w pobliżu są jakieś inne schronienia?
When the streets were overrun by
Schroniska.
the infected, shelters were set up all over the city, and Woodbury was one of them, the farthest one from the city center. Now, there are no others left. They were either destroyed by looters or overrun by the infected. We are the only ones remaining.
Jak udało wam się przetrwać?
Like I said, being located far away from the most dangerous areas was the main factor that helped us survive. But that's just luck, and luck alone isn't enough. Woodbury is still standing thanks to the collective efforts of all its residents. We take pride in the fact that it's the safest and most comfortable place in the area, and we work every day to ensure it remains that way.
Jak mogę tutaj na siebie zrobić?
Ha! You're standing right now in the most popular shop around here, buddy. If you don't know what to do with your stuff, come to me. I'll give you the best price. After all, any junk can be disassembled and put to good use. Although, of course, I'd be more thrilled about firearms. But you get my point. Brave souls who are willing to venture into the city for new gear and supplies can earn quite well here. So, good luck with that.
Masz dla mnie jakieś rady? Jak przetrwać na zewnątrz?
Remember, you should give your gun some love and care, so workbenches are its best friend outside. They can be found all over the city. At the workbenches, you can upgrade your weapons with modifications and attachments, which you can either purchase from me or find on your own if you're lucky. The process of installing attachments is simple, so you can handle it even without my assistance. And don't forget to have your weapons repaired at my place from time to time. I'm a pro at it. That's it. Good luck.
Słyszałeś może jakieś plotki?
If you're looking for more ways to get your hands on a good firearm, besides my shop, I suggest paying a visit to the city police station. There might still be something to arm yourself with there, but remember, you won't be the only one with that idea, so watch your back. And if you consider yourself tough enough, then up north, there's a prison, a dangerous place for folks like you. When it began, there was a real slaughter in the prison between inmates, the guards, and the infected. In the end, the inmates came out as the victors. After that incident, they started calling themselves pirates, and their leader, Blackbeard. Since then, going on raids up north has become very dangerous for us. Fortunately, we haven't seen much of them lately. People say they've left the state to find a better place for themselves. But people are still afraid to go to the prison. You never know what might happen. So if you decide to pay a visit there, good luck, buddy.
Okej. Wszystko już wiemy. Do widzenia.
See you, buddy.
Miałem gdzieś tutaj złożyć w ogóle tą broń swoją, ale nie, spoko, mam ją już w ekwipunku, tak jakby. Dobra, musimy jednak musimy złożyć broń, dobra. Na stole warsztatowym, czyli tutaj. Okej. W otwartym świecie napotkasz stoły warsztatowe, które są potrzebne do instalowania modyfikacji w twojej broni. Zanim użyjesz stołu warsztatowego, upewnij się, że wokół jest bezpiecznie. Okej, wybierzemy broń. Pokrywa. Wstecz. Nakładka lufy. Bardzo dobrze. Chwyt taktyczny. No i mamy broń. Porozmawiaj z Abby.
Consider this. We're living in Hey there. You're the survivor everyone's been talking about lately, right? Glad to see you're okay. I'm Abby, the storage room keeper. It's the safest place in Woodbury, so people use it to store their personal belongings. I can see your backpack is pretty full. Leave the things you don't need right now with me. It'll make it easier for you to move around. Don't worry. They'll be perfectly safe here.
Dobra, otwórz magazyn. Czyli tutaj po prostu magazynujemy swoje rzeczy. Czemu on mi każe to w magazynie zbierać?
The storage room is available completely free of charge for all Woodbury residents. Chris registered you, didn't he? Please talk to him if he hasn't yet, alright? Meanwhile, I'll keep an eye on your things.
Okej, trzymaj się. Jeśli zginiesz w otwartym świecie, stracisz wszystkie przedmioty z plecaka. By temu zapobiec, przechowuj przedmioty w magazynie. Możesz je umieszczać również w etui ochronnym, ale ma ono ograniczoną pojemność. Okej. Mamy pogadać z Leonardem. Tam gdzieś. Całkiem spore to tutaj jest. Ta cała baza. Jest i on.
Chris wants you to register as a resident of Woodbury. That's great. We always welcome new members to our community. Just yesterday, we weren't sure if you would be okay. Well, in that case, I need to give you this.
Mapa GPS pokazuje wszystkie interesujące punkty i drogi ewakuacyjne naniesione na teren stanu New Fortune. Możesz jej także użyć, by sprawdzić i przyjąć zadania wspólnoty zgłaszane przez mieszkańców Woodbury.
It's a GPS map of New Fortune City and its surrounding area. It marks all the evacuation points through which you can safely return to Woodbury. Keep an eye on the map. The closer you are to an evacuation point, the safer it will be. According to the rules, I need to wait for confirmation from Chris that you're a registered resident. Once you're done with that, feel free to drop by if you need any medication. All right.
Jasne.
See you later. Take care of your health.
Mam pytanie. Jak to jest być doktorem Woodbury?
It's challenging, but I enjoy it. You can't imagine how wonderful it is when you have a small number of patients with whom you've been interacting for a while, fully aware of their medical history. That's why the job becomes 100 times more satisfying and effective.
Brzmi jakby nie zawsze tak było.
I used to be head of the general medicine department at the New Fortune City Hospital. I loved my job, but compared to Woodbury, it was much more exhausting, especially during the SARS pandemic. There were so many patients back then, and they were in such critical conditions that the work became incredibly tough. I'm glad I survived, and I'm still committed to helping people. Woodbury, compared to New Fortune City Hospital, is simply paradise.
Powiedz mi więcej o tym wirusie.
Well, it's unfortunate that humanity faced the SARS BG55 virus. But even more tragic is what the Azure X vaccine did to those who trusted in the hope of curing all diseases. While I was at the hospital, I kept a research journal and monitored the condition of all the patients, both those who received the vaccine and those who didn't. And here's the pattern I discovered. 3 months. 3 months after receiving the vaccine, the patient ceased to be a human in the conventional sense. They become so aggressive that this aggression completely overwhelms their human self. It's a horrifying sight.
Jak do tego doszło?
It seems like we were all so eager to defeat the virus quickly that we took an excessive risk in creating the vaccine. We were blinded by our daily struggles, fighting for people's lives without seeing the bigger picture. So when the Azure X vaccine arrived at the hospitals with positive test results, we immediately started administering it to all SARS BG55 patients, hoping to put an end to the widespread suffering. And initially the vaccine seemed to work. People were visibly improving, expressing gratitude and reuniting with their families. Little did we know that an inevitable fate awaited all of them in the end.
Ilu ludzi zostało zaszczepionych?
Too many people received the vaccine. It was even exported abroad. When the aggressive, infected individuals took to the streets, it only took a couple of weeks for New Fortune City to completely fall. That's why we still don't know what happened in other countries. I sincerely hope that the scale of vaccination there didn't turn out as disastrous as it did for us. Well, I suppose only time will tell.
Powiedz mi więcej o zaopatrzeniu medycznym, które
The
sprzedajesz.
main type of medical supply is the first aid kit. It can help you stop bleeding and restore your health. And the larger the first aid kit, the more times you can use it. There are also various medications available, which of course won't be as effective as a full-fledged first aid kit, but they can help to numb the pain or increase endurance, for example. Use them depending on the situation you find yourself in. That's about it. Good luck.
Masz dla mnie jakieś rady, jak przetrwać na zewnątrz?
If you find yourself in trouble again outside and get injured, the first thing you should do is stop the bleeding as quickly as possible. Otherwise, it can escalate into a more severe hemorrhage, which is very dangerous to your life. At the same time, the more you use your first aid kits, the more skillful you will become at handling such situations.
Okej, on coś gada, rusza ustami, ale
As they say, what doesn't kill us makes us stronger. Wishing you good health and resilience.
że tak powiem, ruszał ustami, a głosu nie było. Słyszałeś może jakieś plotki?
While I do appreciate our infirmary at Woodbury, sometimes I miss the variety of equipment and supplies I had in the New Fortune City Hospital. Most likely, there are still many valuable provisions left there. Unfortunately, it's still very dangerous to venture inside. You can imagine that during the early days of the epidemic, they brought in everyone who was bitten by the infected. I only survived because I happened to be out of town at that time. I hope that one day we'll reclaim the hospital. The supplies there would last us for several years. But for now, you could go there on a reconnaissance mission yourself. Perhaps things aren't as bad as they used to be. Just be careful.
Okej. Do widzenia, Leonard.
Medication anytime.
To teraz musimy porozmawiać z Robem.
Her breathing truly clean air. The storage is always available.
Rob znowu z drugiej strony jest na drugim końcu. Chyba raczej tędy tam przelecimy.
Heard you're making progress. Hey.
No, to jest barman.
Good luck, pal. Hey, look who's awake. Welcome to Woodbury, pal. I'm so happy to finally see you alive. I'm Rob, and here's my bar. So, how are you doing? Enjoying your time here, huh? Actually, Chris warned me that he'd be sending you my way to get to know each other. So, I prepared a little gift for you. I'm sure it'll come in handy.
Leki. Użyj leków, by odzyskać zdrowie, zatrzymać krwawienie i uleczyć zranione części ciała. Im większa apteczka, tym więcej razy można jej
Get this
użyć.
first aid kit for myself, but I haven't been out in a while. And I like you, so take it. Maybe it'll save your life again someday. So, did Chris get you registered already? When you're done, swing by here. I always have good food, drinks, and supplies in case you're heading out. We'll catch up again, pal.
Mam pytania. No dobra, nie będziemy tego wszystkiego czytać, co oni tutaj mają do powiedzenia, bo trochę nam zejdzie. Dobra. Musimy wrócić do Chrisa, aby dokończyć rejestrację.
It's important to preserve the traditions of the... Great, I see you've met everyone. So, what do you think of Woodbury at first glance?
Podoba mi się tu.
It's good to hear that. It took a lot of effort to make Woodbury what it is. I hope our community lives up to your expectations. I'm confident that you'll find something to keep you occupied here. I'm ready to tell you more whenever you want. So, now I'll inform the team that you're a registered resident, and from this moment on, all the services provided by Woodbury will be at your disposal.
Dostanę własny pokój?
Woodbury is established on the site of a middle school, so there are no individual rooms left for accommodation. Most residents live in communal areas and keep their personal belongings in the storage room. If you want to have your own home, cars, and storage, we are currently working on setting up a small, safe settlement outside of Woodbury. Every one of our residents can move there if they wish. You can get one of the available plots of land right now. You know what? Let me have our guys take you to the settlement. Just head to the exit, and they'll meet you there. And if you have any questions about the land plot, you can ask me anytime. But I won't keep you any longer. Good luck.
Okej, trzymaj się.
See you around.
Okej, czyli musimy kierować się do wyjścia. Wyjście jest gdzieś tam. No, faktycznie exit. A, ziemia na G. No i dobra, wyszliśmy z naszego schronu i teraz się dowiemy co nieco o kawałku ziemi, który możemy otrzymać. Ciekawe. Witaj na swojej ziemi. Możesz tu wybudować dom i go ulepszać, a także wyposażyć w zakupione meble. Naciśnij B, aby przejść do trybu budowania. W trybie budowania możesz edytować i kupować elementy wyposażenia na zewnątrz. Naciśnij R. Okej, przejdź do domów. No i mamy namiot. Super, umieść meble w namiocie. No i cyk. Umieść dębowy stolik. Tu se go dam. Ok, i umieść radio. Lampa naftowa. Dobra. I wróć do Woodbury.
I've been told that you're settling in nicely. That's great. You can come to your land plot whenever you want. By the way, Abby wanted you to visit her before letting you into the city. So, let our guys take you back to Woodbury now. And then you can do whatever your heart desires.
Okej. A więc wracamy. I musimy porozmawiać z Abby. No to jesteśmy. O, ktoś tu leci. Jakiś gracz. Niedzielny gracz. Dobra, idź do Abby. Czyli do tych, gdzie schowaliśmy tamte swoje
Free up some space in your inventory?
rzeczy w magazynie.
You're back. It's great that Chris managed to call you here before you head into the city. And I saw your meager equipment and thought, you've just recovered from an injury. I can't let you go out like this. So I've asked Chris to let me give you a little financial aid from Woodbury, in honor of your registration as a new resident. This is enough money to buy another weapon from Eddard, along with ammunition. And I suggest you put what's left in the storage, just in case.
Nie trzeba było.
Don't worry. The best thing you can do for us in return is to work with us to rebuild our community. You've probably already received some tasks from the Woodbury residents on your tablet, so don't forget to check them out. And thanks in advance for your help. Just take care of yourself and come back alive, and the rest doesn't matter, okay?
Dobrze, dam z siebie wszystko.
That's great. So do you want to open the storage room, or do you want to talk about something else?
Mam pytania? Pewnie pełno tych pytań tutaj. Dobra,
Take care of yourself.
nowy początek. Ukończono. Dobra, mamy też tutaj... O co tu chodzi z tym tabletem? Okej. Naciśnij J, aby otworzyć dziennik. Mam dla ciebie nowe zadania. Daj znać, jak tylko chcesz się go podjąć. Ludzie nie mogą żyć bez wody, a skoro nie poradzi sobie bez systemu zaopatrywania w nią, ostatnio pojawia się coraz więcej głosów, że obecny system popada w ruinę. Dopilnuj, by dostawy wody w Woodbury były ciągłe i nieprzerwane. Okej. Dobra. Da się wrócić? No nie, po prostu trzeba to ogarnąć, okej.
Hey man, come here.
Musimy znaleźć przedmioty potrzebne w Woodbury. Czyli tutaj. Dobra, sprawdźmy jeszcze raz ten dziennik. Co my tu mamy znaleźć? Zestaw do lutowania, hydraulika i uszczelniacz. A co to jest bieżnia w ogóle? A, okej. Po prostu mapa. Dobra. Czyli musimy coś tutaj poznajdywać, jakieś przedmioty, okej. Nie brzmi, czy nam się uda. Chociaż z drugiej strony, chwila, bo Woodbury to jest chyba cały ten rejon. Tutaj to nie jest tylko to miejsce akurat. Chociaż cholera wie. Nie, nie potrzebuję medication, spoko. Zestaw do lutowania to bardziej bym powiedział, że będzie tutaj, gdzie możemy sobie ogarnąć broń, w sensie do złożenia. Poza tym raczej musimy się upewnić na zewnątrz odnośnie tych wszystkich dostaw wody, a nie tutaj. Tutaj to jedynie co możemy robić, to właśnie sobie coś naprawiać i tak dalej. Dobra, nieważne. W takim wypadku pytanie jeszcze brzmi, czy ja mam amunicję do tej broni? Mam, dobra. No to nie wiem, po prostu wyjdźmy stąd. New Fortune City. Dobra, wyjdziemy, zobaczymy. Zobaczymy, co już tutaj ciekawego słychać na otwartym świecie, że tak powiem. No i oczywiście też jak ta gra chodzi w tym otwartym świecie. Okej, New Fortune City. Możesz teraz eksplorować New Fortune City i jego okolice, by znaleźć cenne przedmioty na sprzedaż. Uważaj na zakażonych i innych ocalałych, którzy mogą być dla Ciebie zagrożeniem. By zapobiec utracie przedmiotów, przechowuj te najcenniejsze w magazynie lub etui ochronnym. Gdy znajdziesz wystarczająco dużo cennych przedmiotów, udaj się do punktu ewakuacyjnego, by wrócić do Woodbury. Inni gracze mogą tam na Ciebie czekać, więc zachowaj czujność. Okej, ja myślę, że tym zajmiemy się w kolejnym odcinku. Dzięki za uwagę, poznaliśmy nasz schron. Teraz czas na otwarty świat.